Hi! In this video, I will show you how to program a multi-step chatbot for your Facebook Messenger. Let's get started. First, go to the Bot Manager section in the left sidebar of your dashboard. Select Facebook on the upper switch, choose an account, and then click on Create New Flow to open the Flow Builder. This is divided in two sections, the Tools menu, which is the left sidebar with all the possible elements for your bot, and the Editor, where the steps will be built. Now, it's just drag and connect. Don't worry, we'll go into detail. In the Editor, you will see an element called StartBot Flow. Double-click on it. Set a name for your flow, and choose the labels to identify it. Tap on Done. Now drag the Trigger Keywords element from the sidebar and drop it into the Editor. Double-click on it. Write the keywords with which your visitors will start the flow, separated with commas. Then, select a matching type, exact keywords or string match. Save and connect it to the StartBot Flow box. Then, set the first action for your bot. Let's skim through the elements you can add one by one. The text element takes text data. It can be used to send text messages or give a text reply to the users. Double-click on it to modify it. Here, you can insert the first or the last name of the user to give it a personalized feel. For the image element, you have to upload an image from your local computer. It supports JPG, PNG, and GIF. The audio element sends a voice note. Upload it in one of the following formats: AMR, MP3, and WAV. The video element works similarly. It must be saved in MP4, FLV, or WMV. The file element sends different kinds of documents: doc, docs, PDF, TXT, PPT, PPTX, XLS, and XLSX. The Facebook media element shows a post from your page inside the Messenger. Just add the link. All these can be connected to each other to be sent simultaneously. You can also add several elements at a time with a card, which includes an image and a button. Buttons can also be dragged as individual elements. You can connect up to 3 of them to any text box. Double-click on one to edit it. In the first field, give it the name your users will see. In the second field, select a button type from the drop-down menu. Let's open the chatbot in a different window to show you the different possibilities. Choose Web URL to redirect to an external web page. Let's add the link and save. Now, in Messenger, let's type the keyword to get it started. There's the link. Now, if you choose user birthday as your button type, it will display a form to collect your customer's data. The same will happen with the user phone, email, and location types. You can change the thank you answer on the action button settings of the Bot Manager. Call Us will allow you to set a phone number for your leads to contact you. Chat with Human will trigger the same name template. As with the forms before, you can configure it on the action button settings of the Bot Manager. The same principle applies for the unsubscribe and resubscribe buttons. Finally, if you wish to personalize the action that will follow this button, you will have to link it to a postback. Let's select New Postback as button type to create one. Basically, a postback is an instruction that is passed to the chatbot when a certain action occurs. For example, a user clicking on a button. It could be a user clicking on a button, or it can exist and be created on its own, dragging it from the Tools menu. All the actions that follow a postback will occur whenever it is placed inside a flow. For example, let's open a new flow. You always have to set its trigger keyword and give it a name. All the actions that follow a postback will occur whenever it is mentioned inside a flow. Then, I will add a text with a button. We will choose New Postback as the button type, and automatically, a postback item will appear. Now, I will add an image into the doc, connect it as the next action following the postback, and then drag a voice note, a text, and 3 buttons. We will name this test postback by double-clicking on the postback item. Then, I will add a new button in the first text element, name it again, choose postback as its type, and call by name the one we just created. Let's save and see. Send the trigger keyword, click on the first button, there are the elements we set, then click on the again button, and there's the postback one more time. One tip to keep your chatbots in order is to create individual postbacks in their own flows with specific actions and their own keywords, and then just call them whenever you need them inside a bigger flow. You can do this from within the Postback Manager. Postbacks can also be sent as quick replies, an essential tool to increase engagement within your chatbots. These are small bubbles that may come after another block, offering the user an easy, one-click reply to a question. Let's use a new flow to show you. We will add a text with a question and attach a quick reply, whose type will be email. Now, when the user types the keyword that triggers this flow, the question will appear and he can answer with a click because of the quick reply we had set. Notice that you can only connect quick replies with elements that have an output socket for them. To set a quick reply with a postback, double-click on it and simply select postback as its type. A button text field will appear. Fill it out and click the OK button. Instantly, a new postback element connected to the quick reply will appear on the editor. Double-click on it to give it a title and choose a label. Now, you can either connect it to another element or start a sequence, which will allow you to create a conditional flow of messages, or in simpler terms, set different ways for different types of users. We will do the latter. Double-click on the sequence socket. Then, select one you have previously created from the drop-down menu or create a new one, as we will do now. Assign it a title and a label, and click on Done. Instantly, a new sequence with 3 new items and 3 new postbacks will appear. Click on each item to configure it. You may send 2 types of sequence messages, promotional and non-promotional. Promotional messages can only be sent on the first 24 hours after the visitor contacted you. On the other hand, non-promotional messages can be sent daily. We will send a promotional message here. Choose the timings to send the following messages and save. Then, double-click on the new sequence element to assign its start and end hours, as well as a time zone. Finally, drag the elements that will follow each postback. For more details on how to use sequences, check the corresponding video on your help desk. To create engaging conversations, a carousel can be another very useful element, as it will allow you to display several interactive buttons together in a slider format. Let's see how to build it. We will go back to the bot flow builder, create a new flow with its trigger keyword, name it, and drag a carousel as its next action. Double-click on each item to edit it. Add a title, a subtitle, and an image. Then, double-click on the buttons to edit them too. Here, you can combine the options we explained before with the postbacks you have already created. Save, and let's see how this looks. Now, if you want the buttons to appear by themselves, we can use a little trick. Double-click on the items again, delete the image and, in the title box, paste an invisible character. This is the result. Now, carousels have 3 buttons by default, but you can delete them or add more by simply cloning the items and buttons and connecting them. Also, each item can have more than one button. Just clone, edit, and connect them too. Buttons under items look like this. You have several other tools on the editor that require further configurations. These include OTN, recurring notifications, AI replies, conditional replies and actions buttons. Check the corresponding tutorials for detailed instructions on how to use them. Play with all these elements to create different and dynamic designs for your flows. Notice that building an effective chatbot requires several different flows that work together to provide an interactive experience, answer any possible queries and help your leads navigate with ease through all the information about your business.